So Midtown is in the center of Atlantic City. We've recently coined that we're the heartbeat of Atlantic City. Midtown includes Tanger Outlets. It includes many of our casinos, the boardwalk. It also is home to the historic North Side district, which was a historic African American community. It's home to our Civil Rights Garden. There are many assets that Midtown has, including the Orange Loop. So the Midtown Development Corporation was set up in 2021. It was set up to enable Midtown residents and businesses to thrive. Midtown is proud to have already, in our infancy, made an impact in our neighborhood. We started out looking at how we could beautify the space. We heard loud and clear that many of the residents have been here for a very long time. Their families lived here, and we wanted to make sure that they continued to be proud. We heard from them around the different aspects of the neighborhood that they deemed as assets, and so we started out with some beautification initiatives. We installed planters throughout the city on some of the corridors that when you're entering in the city from Route 30. And so we wanted to make sure that we beautified spaces. We painted electrical boxes, we've painted Adirondack chairs, we've installed a number of beautification efforts across the town, murals. Then we also looked at not only how we could support our residents with accessing jobs and community resources and ensuring that they were able to enjoy a thriving art and culinary culture in our community that exists, but also how could we support them with some of their housing challenges. And so a lot of what we're focusing on now in Midtown is focusing on how do we build out high quality housing and address some of the housing scarcity in the central section of our city. Our most recent success has been our housing initiatives. We started out with existing homeowners and offered grants for them to renovate their space. And now we've also moved on to looking at homes that aren't owned currently and how can we bring them up to code, how can we renovate them, and then sell them at an affordable price.
Local business owners are invested in the Midtown CDC. They've reached out and we've worked together to provide various community enhancement projects and provide a series of grants for not only exterior facade improvements, but interior technical improvements. So everything from an improved point of sale system to a big screen TV. And so we've been able then to activate spaces and bring residents and additional visitors into businesses. So a big part of community development is economic development, and having a really invested local business community is important to the success of Midtown today and in the future. So an example of a recent business improvement grant was our work in the Orange Loop, where we provided technology assistance to the Cardinal Restaurant to install a large screen TV. Now, TV is great for watching the Eagles football games, but it was even better for having movie nights with families and local residents. Midtown really wants to build that sense of community, strengthen the fabric, bring people from our residential areas into our business areas. And so there's that way of, we're here, we're Midtown, we're proud, we want to reinvest in our local businesses, and we also want to be able to share the resources that we have with our residents.